Hi, I'm Phil Baker, Hecla's President and CEO. Thanks for watching this video about our third quarter results, which was very consequential with the acquisition of Alexco, the production growth of the Lucky Friday, and the increased throughput at Greens Creek. These three properties make Hecla the world's fastest growing established silver miner, going from producing 10 million ounces of silver in 2018 to 14 million ounces this year and 17 to 20 million ounces by 2024. We're growing because our mines are achieving new record throughput, increasing production, maintaining cost guidance despite inflationary pressure, and adding a new mine, Keno Hill. This quarter, this year, we had larger capital programs than we usually have, but we ended the quarter with a strong balance sheet, which we are committed to maintain. At Greens Creek, we increased throughput to a quarterly record of 2,500 tons per day, produced 2.5 million ounces of silver at an all-in cost of $8.61, or about $10 margin for every ounce produced. Year to date, we've generated $86 million in free cash flow, even with deferring $18 million of sales to the fourth quarter. We've increased our production guidance to 9.3 to 9.6 million ounces, and despite inflation, cost guidance is unchanged. At Lucky Friday, we produced in excess of 1 million ounces for the second consecutive quarter. Year to date, the mine has produced 3.2 million ounces of silver, 90% of last year's full year production. Cash costs were $5.23 per ounce. Like Greens Creek, we had a sales deferral of about $6 million, and the mine is still free cash flow positive year to date. The quarter continues to highlight the new mining method, underhand closed bench, or UCB, that makes the mine safer and improves productivity. Expected production of more than 5 million ounces per year is making the coming decade this mine's best in its 80-year history. Casa Berardi achieved a new monthly record throughput, producing 33,000 ounces of gold. All-in sustaining costs were $1,738 per gold ounce, higher than last quarter due to the expansion of the tailings storage facility and more exploration. While Casa Berardi's costs remain more exposed to inflation than our other mines, it still generated positive free cash flow. We're affirming our production and cost guidance and are lowering our capital guidance, with some capital projects being completed in 2023. We completed the acquisition of Alexco early in September. From day one, our focus has been on development, and we've increased development advance rate by 40%. By year end, 50% of the total development required before starting the mill will be completed and will cost about $10 to $12 million. With the mill startup in the second half of 2023, we should produce about 2.5 million ounces of silver. Third quarter revenues were $146 million, despite deferring approximately $24 million into Q4. With all-in sustaining costs of just over $10 per ounce, we have an industry-leading margin of more than $11 for each ounce of silver we produced. And our year-to-date free cash flow from the three operations is approximately $98 million. Our cash balance should stay above $100 million and our net leverage ratio less than 2 to 1. While the inflationary environment continues to remain elevated and the price of key inputs generally 15% higher since the beginning of the year, we were able to maintain our cost guidance because we anticipated the cost pressures, and our well-capitalized mines can absorb deferral of expenditures. And we've increased our silver production guidance for 2022 with Greens Creek's strong operational performance year to date. We are affirming our cost guidance, and our capital guidance is maintained despite including Keno Hill's development expenditures. I want to end with a number that caught our attention: 200 million. India imported 200 million ounces of silver in the first 8 months of 2022. Silver is a billion-ounce market, so that's 20% of the total year's global demand for silver. Silver buying in India was muted during COVID, so that is more than double last year and 3 times 2020's level, and about the same as 2019. Indians are back buying silver for jewelry. Younger Indian population is preferring silver over gold for jewelry, and we think their return provides a great base for the silver price. Finally, I want to emphasize Hecla's commitment to silver. We've been a silver company for 130 years, and the future could not be brighter for silver. So we're working hard to increase our exposure to silver. Over the past 20 years, we've gone from 6 million ounce producer to 12 million ounces, and we're now headed to 17 to 20 million ounces of production, and that's all in the US and Canada. Soon, Hecla's silver revenue will exceed gold and could be over 50% of our total revenue. Hecla is the fastest growing established silver miner in both volume and as a percentage of revenue. So thanks for watching, and reach out to us at hecla.com.